Welcome to Option Party's Knowledge Base. In this video, you'll learn how to use Party Rank to easily compare scan results from different stocks, expiration dates, and even multiple strategies to find your best trade. Let's get started. After completing a scan, your results will automatically be ranked by Party Rank. You can see it here in the Position Results page as the far right column. The trades are listed in descending order, with the trade Option Party believes you'll like best being on top. But how does Option Party know which trade you'll prefer? Party Rank is controlled by these two sliders found in the Position Editor. The one on top with the conservative and aggressive labels is the Posture slider. It is used to convey how aggressive or conservative you wish to be with your trade. The bottom one is the Preference slider and is used to further refine your scans. The more aggressive you set the Posture slider, the more you are favoring return on risk over probability of success. You are also accepting a higher likelihood of loss. The more conservative you set the slider, you are favoring trades which have a higher probability of success and a lower chance of loss in exchange for a lower return. No matter where you place the slider, all of the minimums and maximums you set for the return, probabilities, and other criteria will be obeyed. Now let's see the Party Rank in action using the Selling Calls and Put screener we made in the Getting Started section earlier. I'm going to start by scanning for covered calls and cash-secured puts by making sure they are selected from the list of strategies here. For my first scan, let's leave the Posture slider in the middle just to see what happens. Now I will click the green Save and Scan button and wait for just a bit for the scan results. We have found several trade possibilities, with the one Option Party believes we like best on top. All of them have the minimum 4% return on risk or better, and meet or exceed our probability thresholds as well. You'll notice that most of the trade possibilities have a return near 4%, but there are some in the 7s and one in the 9s. What do you think will happen with a change my posture to be more aggressive? Let's try it out. I'm moving the Posture slider to about the 3/4 mark towards the aggressive side, leaving everything else the same. After I click Save and Scan again and wait a few seconds, we have a mix of old and new results. Notice that the cash-secured put for Acacia Communications is now on top, but the trades for Sarepta Therapeutics are right behind. This is because we told Option Party that we wanted to be more aggressive while still giving trade success some weight. What will happen if we set the Posture slider to be fully aggressive? Once again, I'm moving the Posture slider to the right, but this time I'm going all the way. It is important to note that this is the equivalent of telling Option Party that you are looking for the highest return on your risk possible, regardless of the risk. Use this setting only if you wish to engage in highly speculative trades. That being, let's see what we find. Notice all of the trades returning 4% are gone. The only trades we see now have very high returns, but their probabilities are all lower than the trades we saw earlier. However, all of the probability minimums and maximums are still being obeyed. These returns are nice, but I prefer more conservative trades, so let's see what we can find with a more conservative posture. This time I'm moving the Posture slider to about the 1/4 mark. This means I'm being mostly conservative, but would still like return to be taken somewhat into consideration. I'm not changing anything else, so we can see what impact this has on Party Rank. As you see, the returns have all gotten smaller, but the probabilities have all gotten more favorable. Even so, there are still two trades with a 6% or better return here. Now let's see what happens when I change my posture to be completely conservative. Now I'm moving the Posture slider all the way to the left. This is the way you tell Option Party you want the absolute safest trade possible and that you are willing to accept a lower return in exchange. After running the scan, you can see that not much has changed this time, but notice the Acacia Communications covered call has moved lower in the rank. This is because it has a high total loss probability compared to the other trades. Now, you may not have caught it, but Party Rank has also revealed something really important. Do you remember how we selected two strategies, covered calls and cash secured puts, earlier in this video? We've been scanning both strategies for every example, but how many covered calls do you see here? None. As a matter of fact, there weren't any when we scanned with a neutral posture. They didn't make an appearance until we set our posture to be fully aggressive like this. And now you can see some covered calls showing up. Now, here's the takeaway. Cash-secured puts outperform covered calls for return and probability of success most of the time. By using Party Rank, you can now easily prove this to yourself and adjust your trades accordingly. This is only the beginning of using Party Rank to effectively compare trades across different tickers, expiration dates, and even multiple strategies. Go ahead and try it for yourself, letting Option Party find your best trade. Thank you for watching, and happy scanning!